start to build up on this, right? But I will start my very strong and very funny set by saying what are my pet peeves when I go to open mics is when comedians complain about the areas they go to because they don't know them. So I came from Streatham Hill and feel quite safe, but if somebody want to warn me what might happen to me on my walk to New Cross Gate station after the gig, please do let me know. And you can sense from the tone of my voice that confidence hasn't been good recently. So I had the worst post-intercourse conversation when we finaled with the person. The person next to me asked me, what do I do in my free time? And I said, I do stand-up comedy. And the person said, ask me a question. Do you think you're funny then? And before I could reply, the follow-up question came, and with that accent of yours. You know, and this kind of really knocked me off for a little bit. But then, you know, like I did a couple of morning affirmations and I thought about labels we easily give each other, right? And I have been on the stage probably for 2 minutes now, or maybe a minute and a half, and I can gauge from you guys that you gave me labels like tall, handsome, heterosexual. And you can continue the list for sure, there are lots of good things. And I think when I look at myself in the mirror, I'm still very tall, very handsome, very. But unfortunately I'm gay, right? And now I'm expecting all the ladies in the audience produce this kind of normal guys. But you know, like, for you to move your life forward, you really need to ask for feedback and think about what other people think about you, right? So when I moved to this wonderful country 14 years ago, one of my first feedback forms that I received contained the word condescending. I didn't know what that meant. When I heard word condescending, it gave me a vibe of warm tea on Christmas morning, or the breeze from the Greek island coast, until I googled it. So it's not a very good word, as you know. Another person called me borderline unpleasant, and the only unpleasant thing was why borderline? I'm going all in whenever I go, right? So just call me unpleasant. People used to call me mommy's boy, and I don't mind as soon as people don't call me daddy. I'm 41 with bleached hair. A lot of British twinks come to approach for some upskilling courses. You know, I don't know why. I don't give daddy's vibes, but hey. People call me sometimes, well, the recent edition, which I really love, is actually somebody called me Menace. And Menace usually is the straight man who I find attractive. They call me Menace. And for all the straight men in attendance, I want you equally feel slightly unsafe because you don't really know what my type is. And one of the kind of the ones that I really wear proudly is people call me social glue. Because I started running introvert conversion courses. Is I kind of gonna go to places, will find, you know, shy, timid, dangerous introvert, and I will do something like, you know, yeah, I can see one of them actually in the red cap on the left. So whenever I meet an introvert, I will do something like, I see you, I know what you need, and I can give it to you. Yeah, so the labels are important, but some of them are probably, you know, nicer and not nicer. I don't have really finished for this set, and I struggled, and I said to my friend as to like how should I finish. I think I will tell you that I got really depressed after seeing the dentist today. They did one filling and hygienist, and they suggested that I do braces, and they quoted me for £1,800. The good thing about it, it's only £2,000 up front, and the rest is just on the monthly installments. So if somebody has spare cash and they feel generous, and they liked my material, I'm really working really hard for these braces. Thank you very much. I have been Stormy Pasha.